So this is actually happened. It's official. Meghan and Netflix have parted ways. That is the polite way of saying that Netflix has kicked her to the curb, because that's what essentially happened. This has been a day like what 5 or 6 years in the making. This is like they sign up. Are originally in September 2020, and right now she has been dumped for good. Dumps Meghan Markle. Latest blow to trouble as ever brand. Meghan splits from Netflix and will take control of her jam empire or whatever is this, and we don't know. I am worried. Am I worried about this? I worried about the future of the Roger Rowe. What is Meghan going to do now that she doesn't have the Netflix bucks behind her? Because we already know that they had parted ways more or less, like unofficially. Netflix still retained this right to first looks to whatever Meghan was going to produce. I think they ran the numbers. They made the polls and noticed that nobody was going to watch that Diana documentary after all. So yeah. Now it's any next. How do you pronounce this? Meghan Markle's has a split from Netflix and taken quote-unquote full control of her jamming firm as ever, after fearing it was being held back by the streaming giant. The streaming giant who was this close to become one of the biggest monopolies in the world. But that is another story. So, no, it's not like a Netflix was holding her back. It's that maybe she was not putting in the work. You know how Meghan and Harry, they worked around 52 hours a year. And yeah, those are the news right now. Basically, what are they going to do is anyone's guess. And Netflix has officially cut ties. Her show did not go on, so it did not make sense to continue the partnership. Yeah, it doesn't make sense at all. An industry source exclusively told Page 6 are referring to Markle's 2-season series. So, what's next? I think that let me see if we check the list. There's always space for some kind of reality show. The problem is that idea had validity. That idea had a due date, because who better than Netflix to help you push a reality show? I don't understand that. That was so easy. A reality show with Meghan would have done numbers everywhere. Numbers if she kept those scripts tight. As the Kardashians. But you know that Meghan was not going to do that. She wanted all this curated image of the perfect housewife that does not exist. And Netflix spokesperson told Page 6 in a statement, Meghan's passion for elevating everyday moments in beautiful yet simple ways inspired the creation of the As Ever brand, and we are glad to have played a role in bringing that vision to life. I guess you know that's something that has been happening on X, by the way, like commentators of royal commentators have being suppressed, sues, deleted, suspended left and right. I mean, there are this mass reportings. I think that they knew not the commentators. I think that Meghan and her I think that Sunshine Sachs right now, they knew this was going to happen. They knew the headlines were going to be brutal, and they were trying to suppress any sort of a backlash that this might generate. But how can you hide from this? You can't. As it was always intended. Meghan will continue growing the brand. Well, good luck with that. And take it to its next chapter, which is I guess the how to say this when a company files for a chapter. Yeah, it's not has no future. And we look forward to celebrating how she continues to bring joy to households around the world, the statement added. So, yeah, this is a word salad. See, we are glad we are never going to deal with Meghan again. I would have wanted to be at that party that Netflix threw just to celebrate that they were not going to deal with the grifter. You remember the grifters? You remember the Affin grifters thing? Yeah, I remember. B. Pepper Farm remembers. Markle and Prince Harry negotiated a $100 million deal with Netflix after leaving the royal family in 2020, and they squandered that opportunity. How many people can say that they are given such a huge opportunity and they squander it? They destroy the opportunity of the lifetime of having a platform beyond their already big platform. They will always have a platform. But this is the Apollo documentary. That was a low, that was a really low, really lazy stuff. And Page 6 reported last August that the couple had extended their partnership with the streamer, but for amount much less than the original deal. And I guess that original deal is done. I guess that Netflix was focused on the acquisition of Warner Brothers. They were hellbent on that. And once Paramount came and said, "You know what? We're going to offer a pile of money bigger than you." Then Netflix says, "Okay, we are good." And then Netflix decided to okay, we did not have the ultimate price. We should be cleaning up what is left of what we already have. So that's exactly I'm pretty sure that's what happened, because the timing is like they were giving Meghan some space, but when the Warner Brothers deal did not happen, it was like a matter of what? Days difference that we get this. So, no, it's too much of a coincidence. 3 years in. Development for a movie like this at Netflix is not good. A Hollywood source told us, yeah, but with the velocity and the speed that everything is happening nowadays in Hollywood and everywhere. With AI, with anybody being able to just entertain and educate here on YouTube, for example, and how can you compete with that? I mean, Big Bopper says, I don't know about anyone else, but I'm greatly relieved that Meghan will continue growing the brand and take it to the next chapter, and we can all look forward to celebrating how she continues to bring joy to households around the world. I think I'm going to throw up. Oh my God. Netflix has warehouses are full of Meghans. As ever, products they can't give away. Not ready for prime time. There are, as Seva adds, telling me fruit spread is perfect for my Thanksgiving table. It's March. This brand is a masterclass on how to squander every opportunity. Yeah, this was bad. Maybe they can, I don't know. Make some sort of alliance with Brooklyn and Nicola Beckham. Maybe they can. Use Nicola's billions. I don't know. Maybe that is an idea. I would like to know what you think about this in the comments. My name is Jesus Rear Roses. I'm the Royal Rogue. Much love and bless.